So, bet you're wondering what happened here. I hurt my arm. I separated my shoulder, but guess what? I still want to put on step rails. So what we're going to do is...
I'm going to do everything, and he's just going to hand me shit.
Stay tuned.
Let's get started. I'm Hunter with Fox Overland.
My name's Rich with Fox Overland.
For you.
The Shanty Chef Trophy.
We're overlanding.
We are Swamp Fox Overland and Outdoor.
One of the biggest things that we needed was a step, because I'm short and I need to be able to get into bigger trucks. But also, we still need rocker protection. So this set of RedRock rails can double as rocker protection and as rock sliders.
The Jeep compared to the Colorado, Jeep, everything is on frame. So like the frame to the Jeep is lower than the rest of the body. Meanwhile, the Colorado, if you hit something wrong, then the side of the actual Colorado gets damaged.
So I'll bet you guys remember me tearing the transfer case plug out of Luna, out of the Colorado.
Little rub. Uh-oh.
Everybody remembers this.
Yeah, we do.
And so the problem with Chevy is that they didn't think about setting things above the frame rails, right? And so Jeep does a really good job about putting everything important above where the frame will hit if you're going over an obstacle. So they're super thoughtful about that. Everything is protected. And so I'm excited about the Gladiator, but what happens if you tip, right? You need some rock protection as you're sliding over your rockers. And so that's where these RedRock rails come in.
Now we got everything unboxed. This does say driver's front. This guy will be passenger front. Our bolts. This little, where'd he go? Driver front. Passenger rear. Passenger center. Driver rear.
We really do appreciate when people box things up in such a way that makes sense, right? So everything is clearly marked. We don't have to guess on what brackets go where. And I think that's really awesome and really thoughtful. Great job, RedRock.
It looks like this guy, I know that these ones have brackets that connect to the truck, and then you set the thing on, set the step rail on the brackets. So these clearly go to the truck. Looks like this is the, I'm mistaken, one goes to the pinch weld, and one goes to the pinch weld, and one goes through the actual body of the frame. So we got those three. We got driver's rear as well. Driver front. And we'll just keep going through the rest of these bad boys. Driver center. Passenger front. Passenger rear. And passenger center, I'm guessing. Passenger center. Boop. Ta-da! They're clearly marked. So do we want to look at an install guide, or we just want to be like, this is how it should go?
What, the instructions?
I'm probably the one that would be worse to ask about that. Let's go with it.
Instructions?
Okay, so there are things we did look up. Turns out you need a 10, 13, and 16 mil socket wrench or an impact driver, and a 10, 13, and 17 mil crescent wrench to hold the other side. Don't ask me why it's 17 mil, but I bet it has something to do with these. Obviously something to do with these. Yeah.
Actually pretty thorough instructions, like color pictures. That's nice.
Color's expensive. Yeah, I do think that instructions are important because it'll tell you which bolt goes where. So we can look at instructions. We'll keep them as a guide.
This is the driver's side. So this will be the outside portion of the step rail. So imagine the front of the vehicle. Yep. This is the edge. This will be frame. This will be frame.
Got it.
And this is like a ledge.
That would make a lot more sense.
These all fit on the ledge. And these are the actual brackets, the big guys. These are just support brackets. So this big dude, I'm sorry. These are support brackets, excuse me. These are the brackets that actually the thing mounts to, and these are just support brackets that these guys go to the pinch weld.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Got it.
So this dude will be boop. This is a pinch weld thing. It will likely be boop. Ta-da.
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 Yes, we actually read the instructions. Does that look like that? Mounting brackets look very similar, but are unique. Center mounting brackets have an oblique cut on the top. There's a lot of under here.
Can you tell that Hunter is a Lego master? The way that he separates and sorts these bolts.
I'm good at sorting shit, bro. Rich, you're doing terrific.
Yay! I'm helping. And I helped.
Remember when we cut down those trees at the GT and I was just filming while Harrison was on the thing?
It's your payback.
Yeah. I was just told him, he was like, I gotta capture this. And Jones was like, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. But then after I got done doing it, he was like, you bastard. So this is pretty fun to look at. Looking at this guy, you see there's two pinch welds that have holes. Holes and hole, right? Here, hole and hole, and up front, hole and hole. Every other pinch weld has a bolt or something else, or a gap or a black space. It looks like a blank. But the ones that have holes, that's not a hole, but the ones that have holes, boop, are pretty easy to see, which means this should be pretty easy to do.
13 mil wrench.
Yep.
13 wrench.
I think that's, no, that is a 10 mil.
Ooh.
That is 10 mil.
I was like, well, what do you mean? I know I looked at number 13.
I'm really glad you decided to try to do this yourself. Really glad.
Same, bro.
I know you, and I know how you get. You're like, you know what, it's fine. I got one arm.
We'll make this work.
Everything is awesome.
I tend to get really excited when I have things for a project, but this one arm thing has kind of slowed me down. Yeah, I think as we get them on, leaving them loose is a great idea, and then we snug everything up when they're there. That way the steps can be adjusted.
Now that we've all got a grasp on our rolls here, I'm just putting the new stuff in, and Gordon's going behind me and screwing shit in.
It's always really nice to have a system, right? And that way you're not wasted or nobody's crossed up, so that makes a lot of sense.
When I mentioned the holes, look at these two, like those don't line up. These line up, but also these line up. So let's do these ones, because that seems like it makes sense for it being the back one. Okay, figure attach the passenger front support bracket to the mounting bracket. That's the big guy. That's the guy that actually attaches to the frame under it. The frame like here. Okay.
Let's go now. Let's go backwards.
Oh, shit. Oops.
Oops.
This we already determined this is where the step rail goes.
Yep.
Right. So this is the bolt that actually goes to the bottom of the frame here.
Okay.
Boop. And this guy just has a single bolt that comes through here. Bolt, washer, and then big ass nut. And these are one of the 6 10 mils. That goes there. It's actually got a chip, like looks like a chip out of the bracket, and here it's got a chip out of the corner of the top.
They really thought this through. Give us all the clues to make sure that we're not putting on the wrong brackets where it doesn't matter that they have like FR, F middle, F whatever, but F my life, I think that that's a important thing.
It's funny that the tab that looks like it comes up here on the right, but I guess this image is from that side.
Oh, weird.
So it does come up and to the right, looking at it from the inside the vehicle, looking out, and so that is correct. Which means up and to the right means this bolt does, in fact. Sorry. It's just there's like that documentation thing's weird. So the combo bolt. Let's get this guy in here. actually goes in there, connects to the actual frame of the vehicle. That's where that guy's going. So,
Hey, Hunter,
yes, sir.
I think we got these brackets on backwards.
You got the things I got on backwards?
Yeah. Look at where this hole's lining up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So they got a flip.
Yeah.
The cool thing is, once you do one side, then the other side, you can follow the template from the initial side. So, it can be helpful. You'll make all your mistakes on the front end, and then you get them right. And then you go back, and then you put on the other side correctly.
And, dude, not gonna lie, you have so much more space here than your previous vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah. Things are so much easier with a Jeep than a Colorado. It makes so much sense. Level up. It's gonna be the death of Gordon is the flippy switch.
At some point I'll figure this out. Might not be today, but
Might not be today.
When you actually do these brackets, there's one thing to actually pay attention to. Each one of them, passenger or driver, front, center, or rear, has this section here. This is what the step rail is going to sit on, and that's what's actually going to bolt on the side and the bottom. So as long as when you're holding this bracket, you make sure to hold it outbound. You know this is where the step rail goes, and that's the easiest way to know. We'll set it up in here. It'll sit right up in there. For instance, here's the hole. Here's your bracket. We make sure that big thing is going outward, and it'll go boop. And then we'll have a little bolt going through here. That's our 8 mil, if I'm not mistaken, with the single washer and a single nut. And on the top will be the combo bolt, which has everything there. Especially like with this center one, is like you're wondering, does this bracket go on this side or the opposite side? The actual bracket itself has a piece that comes off, so there's only one way to really mount that. So that'll get tightened up, this will get tightened up, and that'll be our step rail. Boop. I guess these are adjustable, or it's designed to have some play until you fully tighten it.
I would reckon, yeah.
Neato.
Neato.
I'm not gonna lie, Rich, the bottom of this truck is so clean right now.
We can fix that.
It's kind of use the instructions a little bit, but not really entirely. Now I'm
sheet. When you F it up, you can
I love how
correct it.
Gordon's not mic'd right now, but he said we use the correction sheet. So when you fuck it up, you know what you're doing wrong. We figured out most of this. I feel like the other side's gonna be easy.
Yep.
And I'm gonna imagine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 12 bolts that are the smaller M8s, I believe.
So I just looked, there's 2 different types.
Yeah? Well, let's go check, shall we?
No. Let's just throw it in.
Or we can check our correction sheet.
Yeah.
Now we're actually just following instructions.
What's happening to us?
I do like setting everything out, though. That's the
I do.
easiest way to...
It's a pro tip.
Pro tip.
Pro tip.
That was beer.
Always a beer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what are we doing?
Good beer.
And so we're supposed to cut to everybody with a beer in hand. Always a beer in hand. It's a really nice day, and we don't get days like this in Charleston often.
Nah. After this moment, it's going to be freaking excruciatingly hot.
That thing's hot.
Yeah, we decided to do this at noon or afternoon. But it's not summer yet.
Holy shit, that is fucking hot.
These rails look really good. Just them holding it up and me looking at the truck, I'm like, yeah, good purchase. These look good.
Remember, your instruction sheet can also be used as a hot return. Hot dang, these are warm.
All of the hardware is black. All of the metal is black. Everything gets hot.
And I can confirm this with our inside the sheet. I feel like best practice is to have this buttoned to the brackets and then tighten up. Tighten up, and then
these are
we'll...
going to square up no matter what.
Yeah, those are
So,
square up.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Tight. So Hunter just opened the other wrench roll, and then it's all hot, but also he's throwing them everywhere because
That one wasn't in the fold of the thingy.
I'm going to snug everything on the center section first.
Okay.
And then that way it can kind of rotate around that.
Yep.
To get the depth.
Tighten everything up
All right,
right there.
y'all are good there.
Yeah.
All right, give me just a minute. If y'all can just hold
Yeah,
steady.
we're good. I do have one arm, and that can work to hold things.
It's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
So I think everything's snug on the center. Got the top bolt, cross bolt.
The other side should be a lot easier because we figured out every wrong way to put in a bracket. And so now we can do it correctly. On the other side, driver's side, that's important. And Hunter is using his system to set up parts. It's really smart to lay out your stuff so that you can just reach and put up and then reach and put up. And so I really like the fact that he's using a system like that.
Okay, so after we figured out by a little trial and error, these small 8mm ones, 2 washers on each one, and a single nut are for your pinch weld. The bracket part goes inside. Then they connect in between the two with this big old 16mm bolt with washer on each side and your bolt, and that connects this to the main bracket. You have the only lock washers you saw in here with that big bolt and these big washers actually go to the bottom of the frame, and then your 2 combo bolts stay together. These are the ones that actually go to the step rail itself, and that's one complete side. They're all, I'm going to say, basically the same, with that big caveat that left and right side or center versus rear have little notches and stuff for each side. But that's one thing entirely.
The one side took us like an hour. This is going to take us 15 minutes.
No, it's only been like,
Also, where else have you seen that? CV joints.
this is for the part that actually connects to the frame. So it'll go on right in there. Boop. This can't go on either the front or the rear if there's a big piece of this bracket, so it can only go on one side. So that's your big stack you make between the lock washer and the big washer and the big bolt, one of the biggest bolts. And then, same size bolt, but not a combo thing, goes between your outside main bracket and your pinch weld brackets. And that'll go from front to rear through that hole right there. Now connect these together as one little nice sandwich.
Sandwich.
So wouldn't you get your nice little sandwich in there?
Sandwich.
Your
Sandwich. Your sandwich.
That's your sandwich. And the last things you'll have out here will be your combo bolts. Again, the combo bolts don't come apart. That's how you know they're combo bolts. And these ones on the bottom and on the inside will go to your rail.
All right. Second step's going on.
My dumb ass doesn't set it out in the sun.
Blazing hot.
I see you. I see you. I'm doing nothing. And I help.
And I help.
You see the thing? That's what we did. We set all this stuff up and we laid it out. And oh shit! Before installation.
Oh no.
Oh, there's an extra washer.
Like, you sure?
Yeah. There was an extra washer.
Okay.
Yeah. When I said I had one, I used the extra washer when this one wasn't here.
Okay.
So there is an extra washer.
We always worry when there's spare parts, right? Like it means that maybe you left something out, and that's not the best thing. But in this case, there was one spare washer.
Yeah,
So
you're welcome.
there's that.
The first page of this, before you actually open this booklet, has everything laid out, and that's literally what we did before we looked at the booklet. So we're screwing it up, but at least we are screwing up in the proper. We're falling in the right direction. Crunch.
Tight.
I mean, when you hop up and down like that, it does look like it's moving a tiny
I'm a
bit.
little
Wait, do
worried.
it again. Do it again.
Anytime.
It moves a tiny bit.
It moves a tiny bit.
The whole truck's moving.
But the whole truck's moving because it's made to articulate. Because it's a Jeep. But we're good.
I like these. They're less to full steps. Like this is not what I would ideally use to climb up here, right? But it's enough. It's enough to have something to step on.
Yep.
Without being so obtrusive.
Yeah. I like the fact that it provides a step because I'm short and I do have to hop a little bit in order to get into the truck. But having a set of steps is really, really important. But more importantly is it does provide rocker protection. It is sturdy. It's bolted to the frame and it is super strong. And that becomes very, very important on our adventures. All right, so guys, we've got this install done with the RedRock HD Sliders. Initial thoughts?
Took you about an hour and a half. The first half is 1 hour. The second half is half an hour.
Once you figure out all of the little pieces, you go lightning fast and you put it in like 15 or 20 minutes after you've made all of the mistakes and use the correction sheet.
And if you have extra parts, I'm sure it'll be all right.
It's just a single washer. What could happen?
Actually, there's 2 more inside.
There's are they the smaller ones or are they this size?
They're that size.
Okay.
Maybe I should be concerned. This has been a really cool project. I really appreciate Hunter and Gordon for being here because I obviously am not in full capacity, but we were able to get the install done. This is the very, very first mod to this Jeep. So super excited for what's to come, but thank you both.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Heads you keep it, tails you sell it. Washer.
Washer, it's the same. Thanks for watching.
We think this install turned out mighty fine. Look at those step rails. Thank you for taking the time to watch this episode. If you like what we're doing out here, please be sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell to be reminded that we're out here. And, as always, we are Swamp Fox Overland and Outdoor. Until next time,